talking about like oppressive hell. You feel me? Like it's a crazy day out here. It's TSU. You feel me? Hold up.
Yo, what up, y'all? I'm back with another video. And as you can tell, I'm not in my regular studio because I've been traveling for work. I came across this video yesterday and it troubled me. I'm going to explain why. Even those trolls that try to get in my comment sections and say certain things to try to deter me from being successful. As you can tell, it doesn't work because I get right back in front of the camera. I saw this video of this young man being chased by a mob of black folks. What do I always tell y'all? The color, black versus white. Nowadays, people can't even say white anymore. They have to say YT people or BLM people or BLK people. I don't know what's going on with speech nowadays, but it's being taken away from us because of the people whose feelings get hurt because they hear a certain term. The crazy thing about it is that they're the first ones to hurl those terms. They're the first ones to point out that a person is of a different skin tone than another person. They're the first ones to do that. They're the ones who lead with identity politics. They always do, but whenever you say white or black people, they get offended. It's crazy. When it comes to certain people, different communities, different skin tones, let's be real. Some people get their feelings hurt easier than others. And a lot of these people are hypocrites. There are a lot of hypocrites out there. Are they not? You probably know hypocrites who say one thing but do another. They don't find anything wrong with that at all. The video you watched of that young man chased away by the mob is disgusting. And you know me. If you've been watching my channel, then you know exactly what I am about. I don't take sides because I don't care to. I'm not on any political side. I'm going to live my life how I believe I should live it. But I do agree more with one because I'm about morals and ethics. And one side is not about that. These young black kids that chase this young white male off of that college campus was very disgusting. That man didn't do anything but set up a table to have a discussion. Why can't we have discussions anymore? Why is everyone in their feelings? And they tried to emulate the same type of debate tactics that Charlie Kirk did. Yes, I said his name. The man that y'all find to be so horrendously disgusting, despicable. You call him all types of names when he's not that. And the reason why a lot of people are doing that today is because he cannot defend himself. See, when you are in a casket underground, you can't defend yourself anymore. And so people come out, the cowards come out, and they start to hurl certain types of insults, defame your name. They try to stain your name, your reputation. You can't defend yourself. And that's what they've been doing to Charlie Kirk. This young man sat there in front of a table that he set up, him and another young man, and they were ready to have debates with people. Now is when the mob started to form around them. The mob started to attack them. When I say attack, I don't mean physically attack their persons. They attacked their billboards, whatever signs they had in front of the table, on the ground, and hurling insults. All of this that they started doing and followed them off of the campus, kicking them off the campus, where security had to escort them off just for wanting to have a conversation. Why can't we have a conversation nowadays? Why can't people just talk to each other nowadays? Is it because these kids are being indoctrinated and raised to be cream puffs? I think that's exactly the reason. We're going to call it exactly what it is. If any of these kids see this video, they need to know exactly how their behavior makes us look bad. As human beings, it makes us look disgusting when we cannot sit down and have a conversation. Exactly what Charlie Kirk was trying to do before they took his life. And when I say they, I mean those who did not agree with him. There are a lot of people who don't agree with him, and I get that. Anyone, 100% of the time. That is ludicrous. Then you are a yes man. But when you disagree with someone, you should have that discussion to come to a compromise or change each other's minds. And why? Charlie Kirk was debating people to try to change your mind or come to a compromise. If you don't change your mind and you walk away peacefully, at least you walk away agreeing to disagree, because you will continue to hold your beliefs. You will continue to believe whatever ideology, whatever ideas you were taught, and I get it, then continue to live your life. Certain people cannot have these conversations anymore. What if it was two young black men with my complexion, even darker? What if two of them, and they went to a predominantly white campus? They went to a predominantly white campus and they set up a table to have a conversation with some of the students. But the students began to rudely attack their signs, attack their table, to the point where security had to be called and those kids had to be escorted. Those two young men had to be escorted off of the campus property by security. They shot a video like this with a mob of white kids behind them, hurling insults, calling them names, escorting them off of campus. They didn't just tell them to leave. They followed those young men until they left, making them feel uncomfortable. What if that happened to two young black men? What would y'all say then? You hypocrites? And I'm talking to you hypocrites out there who may see this video. The other people who see this video and see exactly where I am coming from, I salute you because you have critical thinking. You have a brain in your head. Most people don't. Social media is definitely showing us who is out there. You may call them demons, you may call them evil. I just call them mentally unstable. They cannot have a conversation with you. But you would be in an uproar if the tables were turned and it was two young black men. And don't say you wouldn't, because I know for a fact you would. You would find it disgusting, complain, bring slavery into it, call those kids names, say it was a lynching. You would say those black boys do not deserve this. They're just trying to have a conversation. You would say everything to make yourself feel good about two black kids being chased off the campus. But now that two white men were chased off the campus by these young black kids who lack critical thinking, they would be able to have a conversation without being in their feelings. Now all of a sudden, they're justified. See how hypocritical you are? If you don't know what a hypocrite is, look it up. Side with anyone. I don't agree with one side over the other. I love conversations. I love debates. I love listening to both sides. That's what this is about. But you have so many hypocrites who only see things one-sided. Anything that aligns with their values, some people don't even have values. They lack morals and values. But anything that fits with their ideology, they were indoctrinated with a certain ideology. And I wanted to get into some of the young black boys on that campus. I know y'all saw how feminine they were acting. Y'all were acting very feminine. If one of y'all managed to see this video, share it with the other kids on campus because I want them to know, especially the other young men, the other young black boys, doing just as the young black girls were doing. And y'all are disgusting. Y'all aren't masculine at all. A masculine man would not do that. He would be able to have a discussion. But y'all are so emotional that you allow the young girls on campus, not even knowing if they like you or not, because I know most of y'all do it just to get a little bit of clout in order to get a woman to like you. And you will turn against other men. You will act feminine. You will do as she says. You're in college. You're still young. You don't know this yet. But I know exactly what it is going to be. You're not getting any box because you act feminine. That's exactly what y'all were doing. I can tell a feminine boy when I see one. Instead of being feminine, why don't you start acting like a man and have a discussion with another man, look him in his eyes, shake his hand when y'all are done and walk away. Instead of acting like you're being controlled by these girls on campus. This is what I've been telling everyone about. These young boys are lost. That's why I started this channel, to point out the faults of every community. We all have them. I'm not perfect. I'm still working on myself at my age. And some of y'all need to do the same, but you're not working on yourself yet because you're still lost and you don't even know who you are, what you want, or where you're headed. But you could chase these two young men off of campus for just wanting to have a conversation. Make it make sense, be safe, and let's hold debates instead of chasing people off. Until next time.